full speed through my zone. We gotta meet, I don't say a thing on the phone. I got weight, fiends never leave me alone. Used to get fronted, now I do my thing on my own.
Seattle Dustin with SadLive.com. It gets no realer. Special guest. Some will say the leader of the young Seattle movement. The pride and joy of the Central District. Mr. 28 grams himself. D Menace. How you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Chilling.
How do you get the name D Menace?
Man, this comes from my real name. My real name is Dennis. So, I went from Dennis to Menace and broke it down to D Menace. I used to go when I was younger. I used to rap under Dennis to Menace. That was a little name when I first started, but I broke it down. Just D Menace. I ran with that.
When did you start rapping?
I started rapping about 12, 11. Shout out to D Jones, man, over there at MIH Entertainment. He's still doing this thing right now. But yeah, I did like one of my first songs over there with him. From there after that, me and my brother, my older brother Ronnie, we just started a little, we got our own little studio and just started like me, him, and Drew, my cuddy Drew. Started like a little rap group, just was putting our little, money together, just building our little studio, and it just was getting bigger and bigger. And then rapping ever since then. Shout out to my bro too. Shout out to my older bro Fresh too, cause he played a part in getting me rapping too. Both of my older bros did.
Right.
Yeah.
Being from the iconic neighborhood, the Central District.
Yeah.
How was that growing up?
Man, it was real. I loved it, man. I love my hood. I love the city. It just, that made me a part of who I am today. Just, it's real. That's all I can say. It's real.
You're really from the streets. How do you feel when rappers talk about the streets, but they're really not living that life, and they really ain't from there, like, kids in the suburbs or whatever?
Man, it's funny to me, kinda though. It's kind of funny, like the one dude that's out right now. What's his name? Slim Jesus or something. Yeah, it's cool to listen to, if you like that kind of music, but I sit back and laugh at shit like that.
Boy, I've been moving with the cake. Southside Menace, I do it for the 8. Big weight, got a nigga moving up the ranks. I'm moving with the bank, I do it when they can't.
Any youngster looking up to me, I just let them know, man, they can do what I'm doing. And, it's nothing to it, I just try to show them the ropes. And I always taught how people showed me what to do. I just try to pass that same game down that I was giving to the next, up and coming, whether they rapping or just if they in the streets and out there. I just try to,
You're one of the major voices for the hood. What do you want for the younger generation that's younger than you?
What do I want for the younger generation? Younger than me?
Yeah, if they can learn something from, us.
Go to school and know how important that is to go to school and go to college and shit like that, man. Get your education. Don't depend on the streets, cause that ain't really what it do. That's the fall. Sometimes that's people's fallback plan after they didn't go to school and they fucked up in school and couldn't do nothing. So then they depend on the streets to help them do whatever they doing. So I just said it to the youth: go to school, get your education.
We all got a truth. Who is D Menace as a person?
Man, D Menace as a person. A real likable person, real cool dude, cool, calm, collected. Keeping it real all the time. Cool to be around.
On your newest album, you got the late Jack on it. How was that working with him?
Yeah, that was dope, man. Actually, what I did, I bet Jacka before, but I didn't do that. That song, I just jumped on that song on the album. That was an Ibdas album, and I just jumped on that song. You know, he put me on there, and I put that song on my album too, just to, you know, show love to the Jack, R.I.P. to Jack, you know, keep his name lit. I put that song on my album too, but it was big working with the Jack, man. I wish I could do more music with him, man. You know, I wish he was still alive to do, cause that's what I had planned, and I was planning on doing more music with the Jack. You feel me? But I'm glad I got to do that one song with him and be able to put that out there for the streets. So that was big. That was big for me.
What's the best advice that he gave?
I didn't really get a chance to chop it up with him as much as I wanted to like that, you know, but you know, yeah, that's all I could say. I didn't really get a chance to chop it up with Big Bro like that as much as I wanted to, man.
Right.
But he just, you know, what I know from him is that, you know, he always kept it real, and I'm pretty sure that's what, you know, he would pass down to the next, and, you know, just keep it 100.
Do you believe in God, or do you have
Yeah, I believe in God.
Right. Why do you think God chose you to be the voice of the streets? He chose you to be the spokesman.
That's a big right there, man. I don't know, man. I'm one of the voices of the streets, like you can say, man.
One of the major ones, though.
I appreciate it, bro. For real, I appreciate that. That's a big statement right there. But I don't know, man. I thank God for the gift that I do got, man. You know, with putting words together and be able to, you know, coming out with music, you know. So I do thank God every day I wake up. You know, it's a big deal. Gotta do that.
The new album is doing well. Your music is very honest. Do you even want it to be more honest about what you see, like the good, bad, and the ugly as you go on?
Yeah, man. Like as I go on, I'm just telling a story about shit I've been through, shit I know. You know, just opening more up about everything. So, you know what I'm saying? As you follow my music, you're gonna just see more about me and get more into what I do.
A few P's every week, we moving them in. I'm tryna run through the whole thing, do it again. As a little nigga, I was influenced by Graham. I watched my mama weigh it up and turn it to bands.
Or do you feel responsibility to be a spokesman for the masses?
Yeah, I mean, once I get to a certain level, then I'll really get deeper into it, you know, as far as speaking for the masses. But, you know, I feel like I do represent a good percentage of people, you know, especially, you know, in this area. So, you know, I just keep it real as possible within my music.
What do you think about gentrification in the CD?
Man, it's bad right now, man. It's bad right now. They shutting down all the food spots. They taking all the you know, just everything, man. They taking everything from the city. They're knocking buildings down and putting up big ass houses and condos and spiking the prices way up. It's ugly. So, man, it's real bad, man. But a lot of people are still there, you know. People still there, but man, it's just getting worse and worse each year. As I'm looking, it's getting worse and worse. You know, they're trying to move people further out south. You know, so.
I know. I've always
growing up, it was a lot of black people. You know, CD, it was everywhere. Now you go through all type of, you know, but it's, you know, Seattle's a diverse place anyway, so.
Right.
You know, but it is, as far as the gentrification in the CD, it's bad, man. They're trying to move the black people south.
Like Ken,
Redden, Federway, Tacoma, they trying to move everybody out there, you know. When I grew up, playing for CD Panther, all that, me and my homie, everybody stayed in the hood. Everybody just stayed in the hood. Now you ask somebody where they stay at. Oh, I stay, you know, out here, but it's just because they doing that gentrification, like you said, man. So,
right.
it's crazy.
I always felt the streets, there's no love in the streets.
Yeah.
Like if you show too much love, it's considered weak. Why do you think that is?
Man, if you show too much love, it's weak, man. It's
Considered a weakness.
Yeah, it is, man. It's cold-hearted. A lot of people's cold-hearted. You know, so, as far as that goes, you know, I still show love to I show love to the people that show love to me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just keep it real like that. You know, you show love, I'm gonna show love back. I don't really mess with too many people that ain't like that, so.
Damn, gotta keep the money coming in. I make it look good, look at what I done again. Build your name in the streets off a couple grand. This shit get too deep, you don't understand.
What would you tell the person you are now to the 15-year-old you? Like if you had the same knowledge that you have now, would you change anything about?
Man, I wouldn't really change too much. I mean, I wouldn't change nothing really, man. I can't really change nothing because I wouldn't be who I am then, you know. So, that's a good question though. That's a good question.
Do you think that once you get to a certain level, sometimes you have to cut people off, like friends you didn't hang out with, because you're on a different level, different playing field?
Yeah, I mean,
people coming, you know.
In a way, like you can. I mean, you know, I don't cut off my.
Well, not cut off, but just go different ways. Do you ever think about that? Like, you know, what if you blow? You know, what if you like multi-millionaire or whatever? You know.
Nah, I can't. I ain't gonna switch up. I ain't gonna do that. I know what you're saying. I can't switch up though. Like even if I was to blow up tomorrow, I'll still be the same nigga I am today. Like I'll still be kicking with the same people, same family, all that. I'll be same me.
Menace, getting rich, I get it in. Knock a bitch for the chips, make her chip in. I'm thinking, should I pull up in my Range or the big Benz? I'm getting dope. Either way it go, it's a win-win.
What's next for D Menace?
Man, more music, more albums, more work, man. You know, if I ain't in the studio, I'm shooting a video. If I ain't doing that, I'm listening to some beats. If I ain't doing that, then at a show or something, I'm just trying to keep it working, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going.
Well, a lot of your beats are like, you know, they say be slapping. They're all slappers. What goes into your mind frame when you're trying to choose a beat? Because you got a nice beat selection.
Thanks, man. I just stick to like the hook first. When I first hear a beat, I be like, what I'm about to say to this? What's the hook gonna be? You know? And then I come up with the hook, and then I just go from there. Come up with my verses after that, but I just look for a dope beat that I could really, gas to, find the hook, and some rap.
I said, going everywhere the wind blows, the game cold, same reason why the wrist froze. On the grind all the time, I stay 10 toes. The bitch blew up, but the other bitch chose. Giving good game, don't doubt it. I tell a bitch pay, don't come without it. Grinding, trying to turn 100 to 100,000. On the phone with the plug, finna cop 100 ounces. Getting paper, got my grind growing. I shine bright, you can see a lot of ice glowing. Bitches look for me, I'm where they eyesight going. I stay getting high cause I'm fly like Boeing. Too real, I won't change on them. Whipping up the work like it's cocaine on them. Going hard on a bitch, I threw my game on her. Fell in love with a pimp and tattooed my name on her. Menace.
SF.
We all got way. 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 We all got way.